You need to watch this video.
I know one of our brothers who was fired at work unjustly, working a beautiful, this is not in Nigeria, fired on Friday. And I started a meeting in that country that same Friday evening. On Sunday, they sat husband and wife like this in the front. As I was teaching, they were crying, husband and wife. He wept throughout that Sunday service. So because they sat in the front, I saw them. So after I finished preaching, I said, come. So we met. And I said, what's the matter? He said, this message you preach, you're just preaching what happened to me. On Friday, I lost my job. While we were gisting and talking on the event, the word of the Lord came to me. And I said, I just hear God said to me now, this is Monday. Tomorrow, Monday morning, go to work like your normal resumption and go and resume. Now, this is an international organization that once you are out of the system, you can't enter safe. You understand what I'm saying here? And I told him, I said, the man who is against you, who have influenced your being sacked, that same man will be at the door when you get to your workplace, and he will open the door for you, and he will call you by your first name. I said, when that happens, then you are back on your job. See the power of God. Monday morning, he dressed up, going to work. The wife was saying, hey, God. As soon as he parked, he saw that his boss just by the door. And he called him by name. Jide, did you hear what happened? You are here. Come. And he opened the door for him. And he walked in. At that point, the confidence of that guy built up. Because yes, God has come here before me. What happened? After we closed church on Sunday, the number one man in that company flew into that country for no reason on earth. And the guy on Sunday called for an emergency meeting. It's a big company, so you can't know a particular staff. So he sat with all his top people and said, I don't know anybody here, but there's a name that came to my mind. Do we have any staff bearing that name? And he mentioned this guy's name. They said, oh, that yes, we used to have a staff like that. He was just fired on Friday. He said, let me have his file. Let me have everything that has to go about him. They checked Sunday. So you see what happened? The word came that Sunday, and the word cannot return back to God void. So the word had to quicken an emergency meeting because the word cannot say, I cannot perform. And they check everything. That same Monday morning, when this guy entered the office, that his boss was fired. And they moved this guy to take the place of that his boss. That's not the story. The story was that this man asked them to write a letter of apology for embarrassing a hard-working staff, and they should pay him 3 months' salary for that embarrassment. That guy was confused. They gave him Monday off to go home and put himself together because he couldn't hide it. It was rolling on the floor. Instead of going home, he came to the hotel room and he bring the letter. We read it. We said, wow.